hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering, and go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, and so you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. And sometimes I like to have fun and mix my hot chocolate with my coffee. It makes it a little bit more fun that way. Now, I was sitting back and just kind of thinking of what I could make my next video on. And two people popped into my head. And they've helped me out a lot through my time, and they have been really good friends to me. And they've helped me realize that I can have a good time, especially with my Swordsman group and with other groups out there within our community. And if you do feel like you need help, you can always talk to me in my den, or you can talk to me in my Swordsman group. But if you don't feel like you can do that, you can always call the U.S. hotline number for suicide prevention, and that's 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that's 1-800-273-8255. And if you feel like texting is a better way for you to go, you can hit 741-741, and they will get back to you. And if you're outside of the U.S., then you can hit up the website for suicide.org/international-suicide-hotlines.html. And they'll give you a list of websites that you can use if you feel like you need to talk to somebody or you know somebody who needs someone to talk to. And if you feel like they need to talk to somebody, hey, send them my way to my den. I have a whole group of friends that are willing and able to talk pretty much at any time. Since we're on the world and there's many hours throughout the day, there's usually somebody always on. And if not, they'll get back to you shortly. But the two people that I really thought of, one was John Stock. He's such an amazing guy, and he really welcomed me in when I started showing up over at Terry's streams, and then he was showing up at my Swordsman streams. And he made a song for each of us swordsmen. And for the longest time, I had no idea he made a song for me. And it was like, I think, a few months later when I had finally seen it, and it blew me away that I could inspire somebody to make music. And I did promise him at some point that I would take that music and air it on my channel somewhere, and I have used bits and pieces of it for my opening and closings of my videos. But I've never actually sat down and gone all the way through it with people in a video. And then the next person is Chris Durham. Chris Durham has just been such a great friend to me in the community, and he's always been happy to see me, throwing me treats and everything else. And when I say he helped me move outside of into a different group, it was to the La Ria Blah Blah Blah, or better known now as the Thursday Premiere Group. And for quite a while, that's where I was doing some movie reviews of old movies, and me and him will kick back and have a quick chat of old movies, and he'll recommend some that I haven't seen, or he'll tell me that there are certain ones he'll have in the collection, like The Brain That Wouldn't Die. That's always gonna be one that sticks out to me for us. But the other day, he did a premiere on his channel And I have this weird thing where I'll jump into a premiere of something, but I won't read the description. I'm just usually stuck somewhere in the chat just messing around with people. And I was letting people know that this was going on, so I was in the Discords letting people know. And then suddenly I heard the music cues at the beginning of my theme. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty much brought to tears when I heard Chris Durham playing my theme on his piano. Because the idea that I have gone into these people's minds and helped them to inspire creativity is really weird to me. I know I help people with my videos with giving them a quick break from life and everything like that. But to inspire them to make music, and with John Stock it's electronic music, and it's very beautiful and very amazing. And with Chris Durham it's usually the piano or sometimes the guitar or something. And so the fact that these two gentlemen will make music and play it for people that they were inspired for by me really touches my heart. These two guys are so amazing. And I think for now, I'm going to be quiet for just a bit. And what we're gonna do is first listen to the song that John Stock wrote for me. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I love it. There are times when I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry, my tongue is tied. But there are lots of times when I'm not sure what I want to listen to. And I'll scroll through my list of music on my phone, which there really isn't that much. But I'll see his song for me and I'll just put it on and I'll put it on loop and I'll find myself listening to it for about a half hour. And I'm whisked away to some kind of a magical field with flowing rivers and mountains that surround the area and trees all over the place. And I hope that you can get whisked away there too. So let's sit back and for just a little bit listen to the world that John Stock has helped create in my mind. And I hope this is where my den is, because I would love for it to be there. And John Stock, thank you so much. You are so amazing. I just love that song so much. It's so much fun. And it has so many different areas where the music does kind of change. But the world in my head changes each time. And that song just really, really hits home with me. And I do love it a lot. And I thank John Stock so much for making that song for me. And for the first time I heard it, I asked him if I could use that as an opening, and he said yes, because it was my song. He might have wrote it, but it was my song. But no. John Stock, you wrote the song, you get the credit. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. And then, on the other side now, we have our friend Chris Durham, who, for so many days, has been putting up different music that he plays on his piano and everything else, and he teaches music to different people throughout the world. And that's just so amazing to me that you're a teacher of music and you wrote a song for me too, inspired by the song of John Stock. And it's just kind of funny because, like I said, I had no idea when I saw that premiere with my songs in it that he was doing that. I recall him in a different chat saying that a bit of Wolf is going to show up in his next video. And in my head I was thinking, there must be a composer out there with the last name Wolf, or something like that, because it didn't dawn on me that he would use my theme. And it really hit me in the heart, and I love it so much. And Chris Durham is such a gentle soul, and I love him so much. And without him, I probably wouldn't have joined into the Thursday premieres and did some of my 15-minute movie reviews. And I know I haven't done that in a while, but I'm just now getting back into the swing of things here on YouTube. And I'm going to start doing that again because I do have a whole collection of old movies that I can go through that are on DVD and I can do a review of. And there's going to be a whole bunch of bad ones in there, and there's going to be a whole bunch of good ones. And I can't wait to share them with you. But with Chris Durham, it just surprised me so much that he would do that. And then the other funny thing on top of that is the Mother Jones or the Mrs. Jones song that's on there that he does was kind of inspired, I believe, by Tina Jones. And with her, I call her Mama Tina, and most people know that in the chats. And the funny thing is, behind that is kind of a funny story with a dumb flat earther that most of us know. And his name is Multi Tom Tom. But I would call him Mot Mot, just to push his buttons a little bit. And I recall one day coming into the chat and saw him talking, and Tina was talking to him. And for some reason she was calling him Donkey because she looked at him as like her animal or something like that. And she said, "Oh, well, I guess I could get rid of Donkey. Do you want to be my wolf?" And so she became Mama Tina to me that day. And to hear my song and then suddenly the Jones song also just really hit in my heart a bit too. And it's just so amazing that I can have so many great friends and inspire them to do some really beautiful things, and that's what I want to do. And to give you a break from the stupid here, I want to play Chris Durham's video that he put up, and he originally asked me if I wanted just my pieces that he put into his video or if I want the whole thing. And I want the whole thing because to me Yeah, I love attention. Everybody knows that in the chats. I'm a little attention puppy and I love being able to spin in a circle 3 times and lay down or do a puppy yawn or even now doing the fetching of the balls and the moon and sticks and sitting pretty for bacon or whatever. But to be able to teach people music and to write your own music and to be able to play it for the world to see, that's really brave. And I love you guys so much for it. You have no idea. And so let's go ahead and sit back for a bit and listen to the amazing playing of Chris Durham. He is such a good friend to me, and I hope he becomes a good friend to you. And I hope he helps you love music as much as he does. And I love music too, even though I don't listen to it as much anymore. But when I do, it is going to be John Stock. It is going to be Chris Durham, especially for these kind of songs. And I like a whole different range of music, ranging from country all the way to techno. But anytime these two bring music out, I do want to listen to it. And when Chris Durham does his premieres and I'm able to make them to him, I'm able to trot around the room and wag my tail to the beat. So let's have some fun here now with Chris Durham and listen to him play his music. And thank you again, Chris Durham, for everything you've done for me in this community. You are so amazing, and I love both you and John Stock so much. Sit back and relax, and let's get lost in some piano.
Baby, it's alright if you don't love me, 'cause I can find someone new. I'm not lost without you. Hello, my name is Chris Durham. Welcome to the Chris Durham Music Channel. Please remember to tip your piano player. There are links to my PayPal and Venmo below. Also, for other ways you can support the channel, check out my original folk, rock, pop, country, blues songs on Spotify, on iTunes, or even right here on YouTube on my albums and singles playlist. Please remember to click the thumbs up, and if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to get to 300 subscribers before the end of the year. Thank you. thank you to my patrons on PayPal and Venmo: Judy Bassett, Carl Edwards, Nancy Rauhala, hope I pronounced that right, Julie S., and Skydiver Tanner. Thank you so much. PayPal and Venmo links are in the description below. Please make sure you are subscribed to keep the music flowing.
And I really hope you guys have enjoyed listening to the works of both John Stock and Chris Durham. They are both such amazing gentlemen in our community, and I just love being able to sit down and listen to their music whenever I get the chance to. And every time I do get the chance to, I do share Chris Durham's music onto my Facebook, and he's seen that a few times, and I'm just so happy to share his music with the world. And he gave me a chance to kind of break out from one of the things I usually do, and I did a history of music, and that was on the song Shenandoah, and that was so much fun to do that. And there's another one I gotta do, and I'm in the works of looking up the sites that I can use as my references and everything else, and I'm gonna be putting that together here soon. But it's so much fun to sit down and listen to the beautiful imagination of John Stock as he writes his different songs for different things. And it was just so amazing that he wrote a song just for me, and that still blows my mind. And the fact that Chris Durham would use that and write his own rendition of it is just as amazing. And without Chris Durham, my channel might not be as big as it is, because he introduced me to the Thursday premiere people, and it's been a long time since I've done a video for them, and I apologize for it. Life's been really weird for me lately, and I'm starting to get back into the swing of it. And the best thing about Chris Durham is he has such a fun sense of humor, and I find that a lot when I start going through different old movies with him. And one of the funniest things he ever sent me was a comment that he made on a video my pup and I made about Resident Evil. And I'm going to quote this. Chris Durham Music Channel. Next time, you guys should review Resident Elvis. It's a story about a zombie Elvis trying to find a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a post-apocalyptic nightmare dreamscape, and I know you would do a great review of it. And then he does a note here. Resident Elvis is a figment of Chris Durham's imagination, and as such, reviewing it may be difficult. Hashtag stop censoring Rin. Another side note, strangely, Chris has started talking about himself in the third person. Don't leave peanut butter and jelly sandwiches out in the open when he is nearby. I love you, Chris, so much. And the funny thing is, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are my favorite sandwiches ever. But it would have to be creamy peanut butter with grape jelly. And I like to make my own version of it, which I call the Big Mac PB&J, because I make it with 3 pieces of bread instead of 2. And I've done that ever since I was a young pup. But thank you both so much for the work you have done, and to make the world a more musical and better place. You've made my world a lot more musical and a lot more happy. And that's what I want to do for everybody who visits my den. I want to make your world just that little bit better. I want you to be able to relax and to have a breath. And I'm so glad so many of you have. And I know there are so many people out there in the world that could use this kind of a break. So I'm going to be sharing John Stock's YouTube channel in my description. I'm going to be sharing Chris Durham's channel in my description. And I will definitely be sharing my den and my Swordsman area. For anybody who ever needs a break and to be able to come and sit down and talk with people or to listen to beautiful music to make your world a better place. You guys are just so amazing, and that sound was me taking off my glasses because I'm wiping away some tears. I love all of you bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. Thank you for dropping by in my den and having a good time. And as I say usually, we all live on one planet, so we need to be civil, and we need to mask up. We need to get our shots. We need to social distance and keep each other safe. And thank you both John Stock and Chris Durham again for helping keeping my mind safe by distracting it with beautiful music. And I hope this helps you get more followers if you people aren't following them already. You really need to remedy that. These gentlemen are awesome. And they are definitely up there when I put in awesome bipeds. These two are very much a figurehead of those. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. And I hope you guys have a good holiday. And if you don't celebrate the holiday, I hope you have a good day. Until next time, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. Be safe and be simple. Wolf out.